Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
The event that's making headlines all over the nation tonight, the government shutdown. It's day 2 and leaders on both sides of the aisle say a resolution is needed, but an agreement has still not been reached. Thanks for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 6. I'm Brent Harden.
I'm Annette Montgomery, and this afternoon, sources say that shutdown is threatening national security, food stamps, and federal jobs. Fox 61's Nick Bradshaw spoke with local organizations to see how our communities are being impacted.
The government shutdown has a lot of people here in Connecticut worried. Food banks tell me that they've already seen an influx of people before the shutdown. Add this to it, they're concerned about what the future might hold. As the seasons change in Connecticut, the country is also moving into a time of concern. The federal government shutdown. For many families already feeling the pinch of high prices, the fear is what happens if it continues.
I like giving back. I think it's a good thing to do.
Ann Colger volunteers at the Watertown Social Service Food Bank, stocking shelves and preparing for those in need.
I like hearing people's stories.
But she worries she may hear more stories from people impacted by what's happening in D.C. About 10% of Connecticut residents, more than 366,000 people, depend on SNAP, the federal program that helps low-income families afford groceries. Governor Ned Lamont says benefits are covered this month, but the question is what happens if the shutdown drags on?
We're probably going to have a special session between now and November 1st. And probably the later in the month, the more we will know.
More people are calling saying they can't afford the groceries.
Waterbury Social Services Director says demand is rising.
As you can see, our shelves are bare.
And she's getting creative, turning to churches for help and even setting up an Amazon wish list. Ann knows she has no control over what's happening in Washington, but says she'll keep giving back and hopes others will do the same.
Trying to help them when they're down and trying to celebrate when they're up.
Now, food banks tell me one of the best ways to give is by giving cash because they're able to buy food at wholesale and it makes it go a lot further. Nick Bradshaw, Fox 61.
And right now, we're taking a deeper dive into the shutdown and what it means for you, from the potential impact to air travel, food assistance programs, and government services to national parks and more. We have reaction from around the country, plus expert insight right now on our streaming platform. You can find that streaming for free on Fox 61 Plus.
And new this afternoon, we now have the identities of a mother and a son who died in a head-on collision this past Sunday. The crash happened on Davis Street near Rogers Road in Hamden. 40-year-old Brandy Lowry of New Haven and her 7-year-old son were taken to the hospital but died there from their injuries. 2 other people involved in the crash had serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Right now, Hamden police say they are still investigating, and if you have any information about what happened, they want you to contact them.
A toddler was found walking alone near a road in New Canaan, and tonight that mother is facing charges. Police said 39-year-old Yifan Zhang left the child home alone for a few minutes while she went to pick up another one of her children at a tennis club in town. Zhang was charged with risk of injury to a child. She was released on a $1,000 bond with her court date set for Monday.
Well, 3 people were hurt in a school bus crash in Waterbury. Police say it happened on Chase Avenue this morning, right around 7:30. Police say the bus collided with the car. The car's driver and 2 kids on the bus were all taken to hospitals, but police say the injuries are not serious. Police are still investigating what led up to that crash.
Developing now, fentanyl fears are resurfacing in Connecticut after a capsule was discovered outside of an elementary school.
Now, Fox 61's Priscilla Meza is in Southington with what parents need to know.
I'm standing outside Kelly Elementary School where a staff member discovered a broken pill capsule right here on the sidewalk. Now, police confirmed it tested positive for fentanyl, and it prompted a canine sweep of the entire building. School officials say no other drugs were found inside. The principal sent a letter home to families assuring them the campus was safe. But this incident comes just 3 years after a 13-year-old Hartford student died from accidentally being exposed to fentanyl at school in 2022. Authorities say even a small amount of the opioid can be deadly. In the letter, Principal Marilyn Call urged parents to, quote, take time this evening and have a conversation with your child or children pertaining to the critical importance to never touch a pill capsule found anywhere. Again, police say no other drugs were found in or around the building and no injuries came from this incident. In Southington, Priscilla Meza, Fox 61.
And a Danbury man is accused tonight of selling crack cocaine out of his home. Detectives say they've been investigating the home on Fairfield Ridge Road for the last several weeks. And one day, police say they caught Daryl Spencer selling drugs to someone in his car. And when officers tried to stop him, they say he put that car in reverse and took off. Spencer later stopped and he was arrested. Officials found more than 17 grams of crack cocaine on him, they say, and seized more drugs and $20,000 in cash. Police didn't say when Spencer is due in court.
Under a new law, smoke shops in New Haven now will have to get a special license and follow a new set of guidelines. As of October 1st, all shops that sell tobacco and smoking products must obtain a special license from the health department. The law prevents new shops from opening within 1,000 feet of schools, parks, and churches and within 3,000 feet of an existing shop. Also, smoking products are not allowed to be displayed in the windows that children could see when they're passing by. Officials say the new law is meant to help protect youth and better public health.
This tobacco remains to be the #1 preventable cause of death in the United States, and we are implementing best practices to help disrupt the pipeline of addiction that starts in adolescence.
And officials say they want the public's help with enforcing these new laws. If you believe a shop is not following the law, they want you to submit a report.
Well, there's good news in Waterbury tonight. The boil water advisory has been officially lifted. The city found out about 3 hours ago that all distribution samples collected from the water system yesterday tested negative for the presence of total coliform. This comes after a water main on Huntington Avenue broke last Tuesday. It caused a loss of water and discolored water for a number of people in the area. Officials say the city's water operations should be back to normal and people no longer need to boil the water before using it.
All right, well, we hope you enjoyed the taste of fall weather as summer temperatures are creeping back in for the weekend.
And we hope you enjoy the taste of summer temperatures this weekend. As a matter of fact, here's Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank with a first look at the forecast. Rach?
Yeah, we have one more chilly morning on the way before those numbers start to rebound tomorrow afternoon and especially this weekend with highs that'll be close to 80. So the first weekend of October is definitely feeling more like summer, but our dry and sunny stretch, that will continue and not change. We really do need some rain. Here's a look at the numbers out there. 60s for most of the state, mid 50s in Groton. And I think tomorrow in the afternoon will be about 10 degrees warmer than today. We do have some high thin clouds that are out there, should make for a beautiful sunset. And we'll see overnight lows in the 40s. So once again, it is a chilly start to the day tomorrow. But look at this, lots of sunshine tomorrow. By noon, temperatures are up in the mid 60s and we'll see high temperatures climbing up into the low to mid 70s as we head through the afternoon tomorrow. So we're already seeing those numbers rebound and it won't stop there. Your full forecast is coming up.
Yeah, some of those temperatures are not really all that fall-like, but it's starting to look that way outside.
Oh, yeah. And if you are waiting for those fiery reds and golden yellows to paint the Connecticut landscape, your wait may soon be over.
Yeah, the fall foliage season is rolling in. Fox 61's Raven Blue has the latest outlook and the prime times to catch peak color before it's gone with the wind.
Connecticut has the most scenic spots, and while the leaves haven't hit their peak color change, Mother Nature is warming up her brushes, bringing those picturesque views for the perfect autumn photo and fall foliage road trip, calling everyone to enjoy the great outdoors before the leaves fall and winter comes rolling in.
It's a great time of year to be out and be comfortable and just enjoy the fresh air.
Fall is officially in the air. The mornings are crisp, the pumpkins are out, and across Connecticut, trees are just starting to trade their greens for brilliant bursts of red, orange, and gold. From backyard maples to mountainsides, the first signs of the season's color show are starting to appear.
We're going to be in good shape. It's been some dry weather, but we are seeing the colors starting to change right on cue. And as long as we get a little bit more rain here and there, I think we'll be fine.
Autumn is off to a dry start, but Chris Martin, the the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection's Forestry Director says Connecticut is still on track for a strong season as long as Mother Nature cooperates. While rain doesn't trigger color change, a wet spring and summer helps trees stay healthy and produce sugars, setting the stage for brighter colors, especially if fall stays cool and dry. And when it comes to timing, you'll have plenty of chances to catch the colors depending on where you look.
There's several weeks in Connecticut where you'll find peaks somewhere, and we'll start peaking in the hills of the northeast and northwest Connecticut, Columbus Day weekend typically, and then it'll move south to the middle portions of the state, Hartford area, towards the end of October, and then finally around the mouth of the Connecticut River in Fairfield County. That'll be the second week of November typically. So it's probably about 6 weeks of great color in Connecticut.
DEEP can help you find the best place and time to seek peak fall colors with its interactive map on its website.
Easy enough to navigate to if you use our search bar and just type in fall foliage. Lots of resources there. You can hover over a map and get the approximate dates of peak, different parts of the state. We also have some hiking suggestions and driving suggestions to really take full advantage of the season.
If you want to make it a full fall fun day, Martin says you can visit a farm stand or pumpkin patch that has a scenic view so you can enjoy the leaves all around you. In Simsbury, Raven Blue, Fox 61.